След като публикувахме видеото с Майкъл Струмейтис, получихме много въпроси на нашата Фейсбук страница и сега поканих Майкъл тук пред камерата на Политическа Промяна Сега, за да отговори на някой от тях, да разкаже нещо повече за себе си. Така че проследете този разговор. Mike, a lot of people know who you are. You've participated on so many TV shows, around the Holiday Heroes charity project, etc. But would you please introduce yourself for the people who don't know who you are?
Michael Stroumeitis. I was born in Portland, Oregon. I grew up in the Midwest outside of Chicago, Illinois. I spent 9 years in Vancouver and went back, lived in California for a while, and then moved here.
And now you're in Sofia.
Yeah.
When did you get here? Why Bulgaria?
Like 6 years ago I came here, actually.
6 years ago?
6 years ago, but then I was coming and going, and then eventually fell in love with the country and the people and the culture and the social aspect of this nation. Decided to become a full-time resident. Yeah.
Tell us about your business.
Oh, well, I manufacture plant nutrients, fertilizer. We're in 74 countries around the world, approximately $60 million worth of revenue.
And there are some Bulgarian scientists who work for your company? Is it true?
That's why we came over here originally, was that the Bulgarian Academy of Science was laying off a bunch of scientists. And my business partners Bulgarian said, hey, this is a great opportunity to get a lot of really smart, brilliant minds and it'll help us out with what we're doing. So came over, started interviewing all kinds of doctors and ended up with a real great team.
So that's your business, and you're not involved in any kind of political structures or
never in my life.
Never?
Never in my life have I ever been involved in any kind of political thing. Never. I'm involved now here, but if someone had said, Mike, one day you're going to go and you're going to be involved in a political party, I would have told them they're absolutely nuts. There's like no way that would ever happen.
So what made you change your mind?
Well, one is like you get older, 53 years old, right? And so, man, it's just like things change like when you get older. And I'm here and I see what's happening and I'm not happy about it because it's wrong. And so I just like, okay, I'm going to do something about this, like whatever I can. And so, you know.
Wait. What do you see here? People in Facebook, some of the people in Facebook are very suspicious about who you are and why should an American come here to fix our country.
I know, but this is funny. Like, I don't know, it was like 3 years ago, I think it was, we had a concourse, right? And some guy came up to me and goes, oh, I see the CIA's at work here. And I just chuckled to myself. I was like, if they knew anything about me, they would go like, there's no way. It's like I've never been affiliated with any kind of government organization, any way, shape, or form. Never even been in the military.
But in Bulgaria, it always looks suspicious when someone comes from abroad and, teaches how to tell us how to fix the country.
First of all, I didn't come here to teach anybody. I came here for business purposes and to make money. And when I made this my home, I said, this is like really messed up. This is wrong. What's happening here? My girlfriends are Bulgarian, through the years I've been here, and I see what their families go through, and it's just like, this is fixable. This is really fixable. I'm also Estonian. My mother's Estonian, my father was Latvian, so I had to pick between the two. Which country do you want to be a citizen? So I picked Estonian because it was most progressive. But probably the biggest thing that influenced me is because I went to Estonia right after the communist wall came down, and I looked what's going on, and I would go there 5 years later and stuff, and I'd see what the country is doing. And when I came here for the first time, I go, oh, this is like Estonia was back 20 years ago. And I just asked myself why. And it's like it's the tale of two nations, two countries, and why did this happen? I started digging into it and talking to lots of people, and I found out why. And I'm angry actually about it. This is not right.
You are angry. And what about last year's charity campaign? What made you start this? What made you start this initiative?
There's no corporate charities at all that I could find. We went to give money at Christmas time. Nothing. And I said, well, this isn't right either, so I'm going to do something about it. And people thought I was absolutely crazy. Like there's going to be no way. We got resistance from from people, you know, when we were told that we were going to do this, like big organizations. I don't want to name them, but I was shocked when you know the story. You went, we talked to, and they're like, "Oh, you should just give us some money and we'll do it." And I know if I gave them the money, that it would just disappear, and the people would, you know, wouldn't get fed. So I said, "No way."
Yeah, I remember the same thing. Yeah. Who is this American who came here to teach us how to do charity?
Yeah.
So.
And so we just did it. We got business together, put up some of our own money, and created Holiday Heroes. And last Easter we've had 2,000 families, and now another campaign will be going for Christmas, and the goal's 5,000 families.
People are very sensitive right now, Michael. They're very careful. They have second thoughts. How do you expect to build this trust? How should I trust you? Why should I trust you? What are your intentions? What do you want to do in terms of politics?
I want to see this country run right. Like, I'm an organizer, and as an organizer, I feel my responsibility is just the creation of power for others to use. You know, I have no political aspirations at all. I just want to fix it. And believe me, I'm not going to put up like a lot of my own money. The Bulgarian people are going to have to donate to this cause. I mean, there's no way, like, I don't have 10 million bucks to run a campaign. So the Bulgarian people are going to have to make a decision. Is this the route they want to go or not? So, you know, we'll see.
What about your qualities? You're owner of a company, and you're dealing with marketing and stuff.
Yeah. Well, so you know, I figured it out once. I went into business for myself when I was 19 years old, and I'm 53, so I've been doing it for a while. And I added up the hours. It was once I read an article. They determined what makes a professional athlete, and it was, they found out 10,000 hours of practice. I said, I said to myself, I wonder if I'm like a professional businessman, right? If I got to that. And I started adding up all the hours of actually doing business and studying. Came to over 80,000 hours. 21,000 of those hours actually studying like books and reading about business and marketing and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I got really, really good at business and specifically marketing. In our company, granted I'm the CEO, but my two departments that I handle is marketing and research and development. So science and marketing. Yeah.
All right, and you've decided to share this experience with Bulgarians?
Well, I'm here. I know it sounds like really weird, but it's like, it's so clear to me what needs to be done, and I know how to do it. Like, I got the skill set to do it. I'm just like, so why wouldn't I do it? It's like, it's so like simple. And believe me, like getting the country from here to where it's got to go is not simple. But getting the message out and getting our viable candidate in front of everybody, this is to me is like brain dead simple. What has to be done and what needs to be done step by step to get the right people into the government. And I don't know.
Who are the right people? Who's going to help you with all of this?
Well, okay, interesting. I'm glad you asked that question, because in Estonia, when they got their freedom, there was a young man named Mart. He was 32 years old, and he was the Prime Minister of Estonia. And because it was a young, fresh mind that came in, the country went in the right direction. And, you know, they also weren't corrupt. They put Estonia first, and that's the problem here. No one puts Bulgaria first, these governments. And I find when I talk to government officials here and stuff, they don't understand business. And it's not actually, look, well, they should have got out and learned it, number one. But here's the thing. When you're in a communist society, you're at a huge disadvantage for two reasons. One, there's no like entrepreneurship at all, and they're not used to working in free markets. So because of that, they've been indoctrinated into the old ways. Well, there's a much better way of running a government and doing business than what's here. And so there's a lot of young, well-educated, people here that are really want to come in and rock the house, so to speak, and change everything for the better. Because obviously what's going on here isn't and doesn't work. It's a broken, corrupt system. And I mean, you hear about corruption all over the world. It was kind of funny. What did the lady on Facebook say? She goes,
there was a question about you came here to teach us how to deal with corruption, but you still...
No. I didn't come here to teach anyone how to deal with corruption. That was never my intent. But she asked, like, what are you doing to fix corruption,
In America.
back in America where you come from. Well, first off, Bulgaria is my country. This is where I live. This is where I made my home. My permanent home is here, and I have my business here. And I want to find a great Bulgarian woman and settle down and have a few more kids. So this is where I intend to do it. So that's one thing. But where I used to live, I don't have to do anything. They have laws in place that if you're a politician and you're corrupt, and they catch you, and believe me, they catch corrupt politicians, they go to jail for a very, very long time. I don't have to do anything there. The system works. This one doesn't.
But it doesn't happen here this way.
No. Yeah, people don't go to jail here. They all walk free. I mean, you've got laws, but no one enforces them. In America, they have laws. They catch corrupt people. They put them in jail for a really long time. I don't have to do anything. That system, when it deals with corruption, works extremely well.